It's a family
Welcome!
country.
We're at Six Flags Great America in Gurnee, Illinois. Or if you look at the Six Flags website, they say it's in Chicago. It's actually a good hour and a half outside of Chicago. It's closer to Milwaukee than Chicago. I don't know why. Maybe just because it's Illinois. But yeah, we got a beautiful double-decker carousel. I haven't been here in probably about a decade. Alrighty. Here we go. This is going to be my 100th coaster, Maxx's Force. Little tip, when you're Googling this ride, don't add an extra X, especially if you're at work.
It's the country of fun for everyone. It's Great America. The rides are great, the shows are great, the fun is great. And Marriott's Great America. Discover Marriott's Great America.
Just got off of Maxx's Force. The launch is probably the best part. It has that dog tongue element that looks cool, doesn't really do much for me. The best part is the beginning of the ride, which is different from Maxx Force with an extra X. That one, the money shot's at the end. People just can't give Six Flags enough money. I bought a hat, mostly because I don't want you guys to know I'm balding. Having a good time so far. Got on Maxx Force. We're walking to the Country Fair. County Fair. Not Country Fair?
No, county.
Okay, County Fair section. I never knew the sections of this park. I didn't know they had different themed areas. By the way, parking, fantastic. Just $35. I was like,
What a steal!
is that it? Would you like more of my money? So we're walking towards the back of the park because I watched a YouTube video that said that's what to do, which I didn't listen to because I went on Maxx Force. So we're going to walk towards the back of the park here. We're going to skip all these rides and talk about them later. We're going to hit up Goliath, which is the RMC.
RMC.
Here's Goliath. This is the other credit in this park that I don't have. One of four. Well, one of three now because I just got Maxx Force. This one is a RMC. It's a full wood RMC, so no iBox or steel. This is just a woody. And if you're looking at this and being like, hey, wait a minute. I have a coaster named Goliath by my Six Flags. We all do. That's a slow lift hill. We just got off of Goliath. I'm going to say it, best ride in the park. You're familiar with this park. They replaced Iron Wolf. This one does not destroy your nuts like Iron Wolf did, so automatically better. Some people say it's the worst RMC. I would say this is my 5th RMC. I would put it above Railblazer and probably above Wonder Woman. Not better than Twisted Colossus, not better than Steel Vengeance.
It's too short. It's a solid ride.
Short,
it's just too short.
That's a lot of rides at this park are too short.
Maxx
Force, same thing, too short. Best ride in the park, I highly recommend that one, unless you are a Iron Wolf apologist. Next ride we're going to be going on is going to be this big old white thing, American Eagle, which is fitting because 4th of July was 2 days ago.
This was my first wooden roller coaster, American Eagle. They used to go backwards on the red car, forward on the blue car. Now there's only one running. I think it's red car forward.
This used to be my brother's favorite coaster, but I wouldn't take my brother's opinion very highly. He likes a lot of bad things, such as Star Wars Episode 2. In the line for American Eagle, you can see some abandoned antique auto track down here. It's kind of interesting and good. I personally think all antique auto rides should be abandoned. Also, another ride that should be abandoned, these stupid upcharge sky coaster things. Don't need them. Get out of here. Go to a carnival or something. Oh boy. Antique cars that are working. Hopefully they gas these electric cars.
Go hand in hand in hand in Great America.
Take someone's hand and share the thrills of Great America. Dive on the American Eagle with the highest drop in the world.
Go hand in hand.
42 rides, 9 shows, hundreds of games.
Just got off American Eagle. You can't even see it. There it is. It's that one. I was expecting to hate it. I don't know if it was my nostalgia kicking in because I used to go on this ride a lot.
That was my nostalgia.
I loved it. It was fun. It actually had little pops of floater airtime, but like, I don't know, I see other coaster enthusiasts review it and they say it's boring.
It needs a new paint job and it's just a little sprucing up, and it can go right back to its former glory. They need to get the 2 tracks back.
Yeah, I don't have much hope for the blue track. Either they were retracking it or something. I did see some tarp down the first drop.
It doesn't look good when there's tarp covering the track.
Yeah. Here's a little coaster debate. 2 sides, red and blue. 2 coasters or 1?
2. 2 separate coasters. 2 separate tracks.
Has 1 name though.
American Eagles.
No, it's American Eagle.
Actually, you're right. It is just 1
American Eagle. Yeah. The biggest problem with that coaster I have is that boring helix in the middle of it.
I like that it kind of gains up speed as you're going through the second part of the helix. It's good for little kids.
If it got an arm seat, I wouldn't be upset.
Yeah, I would love the arm seat. Yeah. RMC this one.
Alrighty, next one. Gonna be this bad boy. Another new one for me. Just got off of X-Flight. Six Flags loves its X's. You got Maxx Force and now X-Flight. You could insert the same joke I made about Maxx Force, but don't add 2 X's to X-Flight. It's a pretty good little B&M.
It's again another kind of short for a winged coaster, but fun.
I would say Gatekeeper is better, but I do enjoy these little keyholes.
Yeah, this one is great.
Little itty bit of a B&M rattle. Did get back seat on the wing seat, so that's always going to be rougher. If you don't want it to be rough, get front seat inside on these rides.
I always go for the inside because I tend to get really rattled on these. I think X2 is the most rattled because the seats move too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one's a little rough.
Yeah, but I think Gatekeeper is my #1 of the wing rides right now.
Yeah. But yeah, good little ride. Best part, probably this keyhole here. There it is. There. That guy. You go right through that, especially if you're on the edge seat. Looks like you're going to get your feet chopped off, and then there's a little helix over here that gets way too close to the ground, it looks like. Start like hitting leaves and stuff. But yeah, good little fun little ride. What is going on here? Is this theming in a Six Flags park? Unfortunately, Demon has not been running. Where's Demon? So next ride we're going to be going on is going to be Raging Bull, this orange guy right here, which is unfortunately not themed to the Martin Scorsese, Robert De Niro movie. It's apparently themed to bulls. On the bright side, this roller coaster is very smooth, so at the end of it, you won't feel like Vicky LaMotta. She is in all her glory.
So much is new. Great America, have the time at the time of your life. Discover what's new at the time of your life. Today slips away before you know it. Keep your twinkle on head to show, to come back free tomorrow.
What a value.
So much is new. Great America, have the time at the time of your life.
Now save at Great America with cans of these special marked Coca-Cola products.
I don't know. Always fill those.
Alrighty, just got off a Raging Bull. If you like turning, that's the ride for you. You gotta love. Oh, Dom's right in there. Yeah, fun ride. I really like the length. It's very long. The first drop is great, and the first drop is also into a tunnel, which I do love a good drop into a tunnel. A lot of people say that is the worst B&M Hyper. That's the only B&M Hyper I've ever been on, so I think it's the best.
Look up for fun. Look up, everyone. It's Marriott's Great America. The rides are up, the shows are up, the tower is up. At Marriott's Great America. Discover Marriott's Great America.
All right, next coaster is going to be Viper. Any coaster themed to a snake is a plus to me. The snake head. It's also the same exact one that they have at Magic Mountain's Viper. By the way, this is not Viper, and this is not Viper. This is Viper. Straight back here. Fun fact about Viper, it was actually built by Six Flags. It's also a mirror image of the Coney Island cyclone. So if you listen very closely, you can hear it has a Brooklyn accent. Just got off a Viper. It was a little shaky.
It was too shaky.
Yeah, a little shaky. Honestly, I thought American Eagle was better. Which back in the day, American Eagle used to be too shaky, and this guy used to be okay. Seems like they did a reverse.
What happened, Viper?
It is weird because Viper, the coaster in this park, everybody forgets about.
It's so tucked away, and you can't even see it from the entrance.
Yeah, if there was a Viper in your house, you wouldn't forget about it. And also, back when I was a kid, this used to be the entrance to Hurricane Harbor. They used to have both the amusement park and water park in one ticket. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. So we're gonna walk by a couple of closed rides that hold a special place in our hearts. Yeah, bummer. Wah wah. Closed. Grr. There we go. Bit of a sad sight. Demon is closed. It's an old Arrow Looper. This used to be the pride and joy of Six Flags Great America. Parking lot actually used to be right beyond this coaster. Now it's Raging Bull. This was my first roller coaster that had inversions on it. If you don't know what inversions means, that means it has loop-de-loops. That was the first ever loop. Oh, that's my finger. That was the first ever loop I ever went on right there. Actually, I prefer the second loop, which you can't really see. But the second loop has a little rockwork through it, and there's also a nice little tunnel. And then the corkscrew actually goes into the mouth of a little rock demon monster guy. And there's this neato little tunnel that makes monster noises. And it has its own groovy 70s theme song. I do have to admit, it is pretty rough. That's a couple rides I got on it. Weren't the smoothest. That's usually what you get out of these old Arrows. If you go to, not Six Flags Great America, California's Great America for now, it's going to get torn down, but it actually has exact clone of it with the rockwork and all that good stuff.
For meditating, 'cause he's waiting. He's the demon. It's time to change your mind, 'cause soon you're gonna find that you're on a trip in the grip of the demon. Is the demon a creation of your imagination? How will you feel if he's real? The demon is a master. He'll smile as you go faster, then he'll sneak up behind you. Have you ever seen the demon? Have you ever heard him scream? Is the demon what he seems, or just a bad dream in your mind? You're gonna find out about the demon. So you think you're really brave, gonna see the demons gave you silly dude.
Little Great America trivia, I guess history more than trivia. Deja Vu used to be right over here. It used to sit here and never run until they moved it to, I think they moved it to Magic Mountain, and then they moved it again, and I think it's at Silverwood. I'm sure coaster fans will very politely correct me in the comments below. Another bummer of our little trip here is going to be this right here. Whizzer is not running. Whizzer is pretty much every Chicagoan's first roller coaster. Probably Milwaukeean too, I would imagine. It's a Schwarzkopf. Whether this ride is good or not is based on who you come to the park with. Mostly because you pretty much sit in a bathtub and have to do the sitting on somebody's lap thing. If you come with your girlfriend or fiance like me, it's a good time. You get to have your lady sit right on your lap. You come with your cousin, things get awkward.
Big bummer that this one is
Yeah.
closed today. This is a childhood favorite.
This is a classic. Superman, which is in the front of the park, was going to go in this spot of land, and a lot of Chicagoans protested. So they actually took out Shockwave, which is where Superman is now.
Good choice.
But left this one alone, which is probably good because Shockwave probably would not be fun right now. If you gone on Viper and Magic Mountain, it probably would feel something like that. If you are a Worlds of Fun fan, Zambezi's Zinger, the original one, not the one they just remade, is a clone of this one. So yeah, if you miss Zambezi's Zinger, come on out to Great America. You can go on in this one.
When it's open.
When it's open. There is a Larson loop. This is not a roller coaster. A lot of people think this is a roller coaster because it looks like a roller coaster. Not a roller coaster. It is a flat ride. It's currently closed. I don't know if that's because there was an incident over the 4th of July weekend. This is July 6th. We're here at the park. And over the 4th of July, one of them got stuck. Of course, everybody in the media called it a roller coaster, even though that's not a roller coaster. So it's currently closed. I bet, I would imagine all of them are closed. Been a lot of weird news with coasters. First off that, and then before that, the Kraken Fury 325, which happened this weekend. If you hear these stories and you're like, I'm scared to go to amusement parks, I'm not sure if I should go to them, good. Don't go to them. Don't go to amusement parks. Very dangerous. Very dangerous, scary places. You don't want to fill up the lines. If the ride looks scary and dangerous, that's because it is. Don't go on it. I want the lines empty for these dangerous, scary rides. Well, you can go on those. I don't care. I'm not going to go on those. All right. So the next coaster we're going to be doing is going to be a new credit for me. That's going to be my 4th and final credit that I need in this park. So it's going to be Joker Coaster, which is an S&S free spin. I hear that they are pretty fun, but overall kind of unnecessary. So kind of like the Joker movie. Alrighty, Tom and I just got off of Joker. I didn't mind it. We got one full rotation. My beautiful ride partner slash fiance
I did not like that.
Did scream "F you all" at one point on the ride.
I might have also screamed "I hate you all." I don't know who I was directing that towards, but I think it's the designers of these types of rides.
Yeah, S&S she was not a fan of. I didn't mind it. I was having Green Lantern flashbacks. Not so bad. We got one full flip. I think it was on that first.
It was the first or second hump on the very top.
Second hump. We got a full flip. I guess it's based on weight, how much you do flip. I think light means you're gonna flip less. But they got one full one.
Yeah, they got a full one up there.
Yeah. It's hard to maneuver the camera in. There we go. And a couple full flips.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think you want more weight for more flips.
Yeah. Which makes sense that they would put these in American parks. More weight, more fun.
I will say, even though I didn't like it, it was smoother than Green Lantern. So if you really don't like these rides because of how rough they are, this one is surprisingly more smooth than the other ones.
Also, I did bonk my head a little bit. I thought because Green Lantern, you kind of had to keep your head forward, otherwise you get your head racked. But that had reverse effect. Once the vehicle shifted backwards, I bonked my head. So had to get through headrest for that one. Also, it does have this really annoying Joker pre-show, which is, it's like okay, but it keeps making this like bonk, bonk noise. Gets a little annoying, and not to mention it's like PS2 graphics for Joker. Okay, here's the pre-show. The line wasn't very long, so we couldn't really watch it. We could just hear it and not really understand what was going on.
Constant bark.
And then, yeah, like I said, PS2 cutscene Joker.
The same one they use in the Battle for Metropolis.
Yeah, which is here, not in this section of the park, because why would it be in this section of the park?
That would just make sense.
That would just make sense. No, it's in the Southwest territory. So we are outside Batman the Ride. Pretty much every Six Flags park has a Batman the Ride, even if it's not called Batman the Ride. Sometimes they're called Goliath, but it's pretty much the same layout. Well, it is the same layout. But this is the first one, the first ever one. Six Flags liked it so much, they're like, let's just do the same thing in every park. I do have to say, the line is pretty cool. And we get a little Batmobile. It was originally black, completely black. They changed it to yellow. I kind of preferred if it was all black.
I like the yellow and navy blue that they have. I think that it actually makes the ride pop more.
Yeah.
And it makes me like it sticks out amongst the other rides here. So I like this color.
I guess. I mean, Whizzer is all black and Demon is all black. So that's already two coasters at this point that are all black. The one at Magic Mountain is actually blue.
Yeah.
I kind of like that one better than
It
yellow.
looks okay. I actually prefer the yellow. I think it pops more.
I don't know. I don't think yellow. Like, I would like the supports to be yellow.
But,
Yellow supports, blue on top would be cool. I don't know. I don't think Batman yellow. I guess his logo is yellow.
Which Batman movie is the Batman movie where he has the yellow logo and the black suit?
I think that's the Tim Burton one.
I was about to say those the decorations in this one feel very Tim Burton-y.
Yeah, it is very Tim Burton-y.
Compared to the other one.
But I do have to say, I love Batman clones. Batman clones never disappoint, unlike the movies. Here we'll take you through a little walk through the queue line. Yeah, this one is actually themed. I mean, like Raging Bull and stuff. The area is themed, but the line isn't really themed. It's kind of a line, and a nice little fountain that's not on.
Is this anything Batman related? This pineapple?
Yeah, is this pineapple? Comment down below, Batman nerds. Is that a Batman thing? I don't remember that. This is, I think, the second B&M. First B&M was Iron Wolf, which used to be at this park, now gone. This is a very B&M friendly park. Alrighty, and we got the police car, and the lights are on, and the water's working. Yeah, usually the water isn't on, but I guess, 4th of July was recently, so a busy weekend for them. Let's get it all working. Oh yeah, and we're just gonna enter through that tube and then go up on the ride. This is the Dark Knight coaster. This is the most disappointing roller coaster experience ever. When this came out, I was super excited for it because Batman over there is awesome. Coming out with the Dark Knight movie, which is great. And then this turns out to be a family coaster in a box. Wild Mouse in the Dark. And I'll never, ever forgive this ride for doing that to me. I waited 2 hours for it. We are going to go on Superman Ultimate Flight. This one is a flying coaster, B&M. Fun fact, and when you're in that flying position, I learned on an 8th grade trip that it's impossible to urinate. You'll feel like you're doing it, but nothing comes out. Don't believe me? Come to your local B&M flyer and find out. Try to piss yourself. And in the Superman line, we got some cardboard cutouts of all your favorite villains, like Brainiac, Doomsday. He was great in Batman vs. Superman, right? Lex Luthor, also great in Batman v Superman. What a wonderful thing. Lois Lane. Hey. Oh yeah, how tall is Lois Lane, Dom?
5'4".
She's 5'4". We got Maxim. I love her magazine. We got Metallo, Mr. Mixipitulk. My favorite. And Parasite. Who could forget Steel?
Someone's getting lazy with these names.
Well, the Mr. Mistipuluk, I think somebody just smashed their hand on the keyboard. And Superboy. Superboy's packing. Can't forget about Supergirl. Nice. And the man himself. Oh, he's obscured by a tree. Oh, well.
It's the country of fun for everyone. It's Marriott, great America. The rides are great, the shows are great, the fun is great. At Marriott, great America. Discover Marriott, great America.
Whee! America! And there's the Six Flags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was our day at Six Flags Great America. Whoa. Decided to plops you down. Decided to wrap up. There's Dom on the double-decker carousel. Of course, you got to pick the upper deck on a double-decker carousel. The top tier Six Flags Park. It's up there with Magic Mountain for me. All the improvements they made are improved. It's a lot better than when I was a kid. But now they actually got a pretty stacked lineup right now. So I think of what they could get. Got an RMC. Maybe get like a decent. I mean, American Eagle and Viper are okay. If they got like a Gravity Group or a DCI, that would be cool. But not necessary. Good lineup, great rides, good people, fun times were had by all. I'm pooped. Somebody's yelling for venison. There's our operator, looking good. Hello, Editing Nick here. So we didn't really talk about this part of the park because we barely went into it. Instead of going on these rides, we decided to have another ride on Goliath. But this is Little Dipper. This one was a relocated coaster from Kittyland. I think it was in Melrose Park, Illinois. I actually went on it in Kittyland, but have never been on it at Six Flags. So if I go on it at Six Flags, does that count as a new credit, or is that a same credit? I personally think it's the same credit. That's not a new credit. You can't count. Because it's the same coaster, same layout, same name, just different spot. That's not a new coaster. If you're counting it, you're a cheater. You're padding your stats, I say. The other one we didn't talk about was the Flash Vertical Velocity, which I always knew it just as Vertical Velocity, but I guess they rethemed it to the Flash. Yay, more superheroes. These are fun. If I had to do it over again, Flash or Joker, I think Flash is better than Joker, so if you're in a pinch and can only do one, you could skip the Joker. The only reason I did the Joker over that is because it's a new credit. I haven't been on the Joker. But if you're in a time crunch, just do Vertical Velocity. The other one we didn't talk about was the Sprocket Rocket, which is a Vekoma family coaster. I don't do kid coasters because I'm not a child, and nor do I have children, and I don't want to look like a creep. So yeah, if you're a coaster nerd that goes on kiddie coasters by yourself, you're a creep. You don't need that many credits. Also didn't do Battle for Metropolis. We'll do that one in a different video. They're all over. Oh, this is the parade.
Oh. I must just be finishing up.
Nobody cares.
I wonder if they're just really sad that no one cares.
No. Look at poor Foghorn Leghorn.
Oh, he's just waving like, oh.
Somebody please wave back.
We have to wave back.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Come on, look how sad he is.
Hi,
Do it with the
Foghorn.
Foghorn. Hi, Foghorn. Woo!
It's a family country. It's a happy country. It's a fun country.
It's the country of fun for everyone. It's Marriott's Great America. The rides are great, the shows are great, the fun is great. At Marriott's Great America. Discover Marriott's Great America. Discover.
You haven't seen America till you've seen Marriott's Great America.